Hi, welcome to my portfolio website presentation. My name is May and you can also call me Alan. All right, let's get started. So first is the tech stack that I used for the website. I use Figma for designing sitemap, wireframe, and slide deck. I use VS Code as code editors. Coding language, I use HTML5, CSS3, SCIS. The version control is I use GitHub. For deployment, I use Netlify, and for graphic design, I use Canva. And next is the building steps. First, I jumped online and looked for idea, and then I chose the color palette, and this is the one that I stick to. Next, I create sitemap and started to design the wireframes, and then I started to code. And during the coding process, if I was unable to implement my initial ideas, I just come back, redesign the wireframes, and continued on. Moving on to the sitemap, so I have the web page here is the base. There are 5 pages within the website: homepage, about, work, blog, and contact. The homepage has 5 sections: the hero section with a head banner, a short bio, a section for feature projects with links to individual project pages, a section for latest articles with links to one latest article of each topic, and a section for testimonials. And then I have the about page, and the work page listed here is actually linked to the work section in the home page. And then I have the blog page. In the blog page, there are a list of articles in 4 topics and 3 articles for each topic. And one latest article of each topic have the link listed in the latest article section in the home page, which will be navigated to separated article pages. And the rest of the articles here are navigated to a placeholder page. And finally, I have the contact page. Okay, so moving on to the wireframe designs, I have designed for the website to respond to 3 different media viewport: the mobile, tablet, and desktop. And some components are also designed to respond to monitor view. Okay, so let's have a look at the wireframe designs. This is the homepage wireframe for mobile view. And I will explain about the functionality and styling later on when we view the actual website. For now, all the wireframes, I will just go through for a glimpse. And this is the homepage looks like in the tablet. And this is a wireframe for homepage in desktop. And this is how the homepage actually looks like in mobiles. The header here include a personal logo with a navigation bar. The section 1 is hero with a banner. Here I have my profile pictures, my name, my title, and links to social media. The section 2 here is a brief introduction about myself, and there's a button which links to the about page. And the section 3 is feature work in mobile view. The project thumbnails are positioned in a single column like this. And the section 4 is latest articles. And the more articles button here is linked to the blog page. Section 5 is testimonial. And here I have an image with parallax effect, but I'm not sure the image did not show when I took the screenshots, but it's working fine in the actual website. And finally, the footers include my contact details and more links to social media. And this is how it looks like in tablets. I use Flexbox to move the navigation bar to the right, and the banner in hero section is now changed to a horizontal look. And here the feature work section, I use grid to change the layout of the project. Now you can see there are 2 projects per row and 3 per column. And next, the latest article section was also changed to a side-by-side view by using grid. And in the footer, I have created a link to go back to top of the website using the anchor tag. This is to engage the audience after a long read above. And here is how it looks like in desktop. The feature work section here is now displayed differently with 3 projects per row and 2 projects per column. And everything looks the same here. Okay, so moving on to the about page. This is the wireframes in mobile, in tablets, and in desktop. Okay, then this is how it actually looks like in mobiles. The first section here is an introduction with my photos and a brief about my vision. The second section is showcase my skills, my experience, with a button links to my resume. And the last section is my story. And this is how the about page looks like in tablet. The styling of the first section here, I was aiming for the introduction part, which is in the red outline here, to overlap the purple background. I achieved that by using display grid. And with the section here, it's also changed to a side-by-side view. And I also use grid to create that. And this is how it looks like in desktops. Now there's a little change here where the whole introduction section is positioned within the background. And the background for this intro paragraph here is transparent. To achieve that, I use grid and change the ratio between the photo section and the paragraph section. And for the story section here, it now changed to a layout where the paragraph take up 2/3 of the body and the quote take up 1/3. So I did not create a separate project page. Whenever you click into this work link on the navigation bar here, it will navigate to the feature work section in the home page. I use anchor tag to achieve that. And here you can see I used an image overlay effect for project thumbnails. So when hovering over here, the overlay will slide in and would look like this. And the project name here is actually a link and it will navigate to individual project page. And this is the project page, wireframes in mobile, in tablet, and in desktop. Our design is pretty simple. It's just have a heading image and the project content on the bottom here. And this is how the project page looks like in tablet. It's nothing different. I just use object fit to make the image look a little bit bigger without distortion. And this is how it looks like in desktop. Okay, moving on to the blog page. This is the wireframe in mobile. In tablets and in desktop. And this is the actual blog page looks like. I have the power section here and I have intro and followed by this list of articles categorized in topics. So topic 1, topic 2, topic 3 here, topic 4. And this is how it looks like in tablet. Okay, so you can see here, I have the project thumbnail image, and then there's the title, the article title, and the date published here. And this is how it looks like in desktop view. So this is changed a little bit where the list now changed to a horizontal view with 3 articles positioned next to each other. Again, I use display grid to create that. And when you click into the title or the thumbnail image here, it will link to the individual article pages. And this is how the article pages wireframe in tablets, in desktops. Okay, so back to the latest article section in the home page. There is a read the article part here, and these will link to the relevant article page. And this is the article page looks like in mobile. So I created a back to blog link at the top here, and also at the bottom. This is just to engage the audience after a long read. And this is how it looks like in tablet. Nothing changed. It's just the image has been resized using object fit. And this is how it looks like in desktop view. So as you can see here, there's a section pop up here where they have the links to the relevant topics and links to the related articles. I use the display none for mobile view and in tablet view, and display block for desktop view. So whenever you view this in the desktop, this section will pop up. Okay, so except for the latest article of each topic, which are links to this article page with actual content, the rest in the list of the articles are linked to the placeholder page. And this is a wireframe for the placeholder page in mobile, in tablet, in desktops. And this is the actual placeholder in action. And finally is the contact page. These are the wireframes in mobile, tablet, desktop. And this is the actual contact page with the contact information on the top, followed by a form to send messages. And this is how it looks like in tablets with a side-by-side view. I use Grid to do that. And this is how it looks like in desktop, which is pretty much the same, just the spacing and font is a little bit different. Okay, so I thought about the process. So my favorite part of the website is that it's informative, fully functional with easy navigation to engage the audience. I like the font and the theme color. They're consistent and personally I feel it's compatible. A bit of a strong touch with navy blue and a feminine touch with pink and purplish. And lastly, I try out many different layouts and item positioning, so that's a really good practice. The challenges that I face clearly is the long content that I chose, so it's a bit challenging to include everything in the documentation, but I guess it's just my personal preference. I like the website to be comprehensive and informative. And another challenge is obviously my coding knowledge. It's still very limited, and I have to compromise a lot with initial design ideas. And I have to accept that this is what I can only achieve in a short period of time. And I guess it's pretty okay for my first time ever to code. Okay, so that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.